of an area which I'll explain now. My name is Paidi Reilly. I'll say a few words about myself, but really what I'm trying to focus on is this idea of innovative thinking. I'm sure there's going to be lots said in these sessions about the importance of structures, systems, processes, tools, etc. But really what I want to focus on is the importance of the mindset we bring to innovation. It's based at this stage probably on about 100 to 200 different projects in which we've engaged with practitioners that are innovating. So I'm not talking about us being the innovators, I'm talking about maybe efforts we've taken to help people to innovate. You might be wondering why the picture is there. The picture is there because I work with the Infant Centre. It's a Science Foundation Ireland funded research centre focused on perinatal health. The project that I'm mainly involved at the moment is the LANM project, which is focused on a connected health agenda. And it's really about, tackling some of the problems during pregnancy, but tackling them from an environment where you can be more effective with just a home environment. So taking blood pressure readings at home, as opposed to people very often ending up in hospital with hyper blood pressure due to maybe white coat syndrome. Okay, so that's the relevance probably of what you're seeing there. The project itself, with different partners involved. We've IBM, we've Leia Healthcare, we've BioScreen. So I'm part of the Infant Centre, which is a UCC research centre. Just in terms of my own background, I'm very fortunate, depending on the day of the week, I wear different hats. I suppose most of my time at the moment is research fellow project manager in the Infant Centre. Prior to this, I've spent most of my time in industry, probably about 20 odd years working in different innovation projects. I suppose today what I'm hoping to do is bring insights from those projects that we've been working with practitioners on, innovation projects, and that's going back maybe about 5 years. It's about 100 to 200 projects at this stage. So it's just some of the lessons we've learned from them, and hopefully those lessons could be of interest to others as well. That's a picture from the Reilly building in UCC, looking at the quad. Okay, so I think what we've been finding over a long time is, as I said earlier, systems are important, processes are important, tools are important, but they're not, I suppose, from our point of view, the most important thing. If you have the right systems, the right tools, but you have the wrong mindset, it's the equivalent of swimming in syrup when it comes to innovation. The other way around, if you have the right mindset, very often a number of different approaches will work. Okay, but definitely the mindset is an issue. So I suppose there's a lot of research that would say that we're wired, sometimes wired to survive or thrive with this what's called System 1 thinking, which is based on very often impulse, intuition, gut feeling. And very often what we see is those same, approaches being used within innovation. So really what I'm focusing on is trying to create a new mindset, or in terms of bringing a new mindset towards innovation. So these are a few insights that we would have seen. The first thing, I suppose, when we're working with companies, working with individuals in companies, they're absolutely obsessed with what the competition is doing. They're obsessed on having a better product with more features, a better service, more features than the competitors. Yet the main disruptor is not the competitors. It's very often what is created by this guy. It's the political, economic, social, technological change. If you look at the banks, we work a lot with different banks. We've slowly realised that the biggest competition isn't other banks, it's actually technology companies that are really leveraging social change, technological change. Same when we work with media companies, the biggest competition isn't other media companies, it's actually, again, technology companies that are using these forces. So I suppose that's a big point, is that when we're working with organisations, trying to get them out of this mindset that they have to be just better than what the competition is doing. In most cases, it isn't good enough. Okay, the next one is this whole idea of democratization of innovation. We're increasingly seeing where, I'm not sure if you've seen this TED talk by Thomas Suarez, but you now have the case of a 12-year-old having access to the same software development tools as professional software development organizations in the likes of Microsoft, Google, IBM. But even more interestingly, this guy, for under $100, has access to the same market as these companies. Now, there's no IBM, no Microsoft, no anyone else will be too worried about Thomas Tavares. But what's happening is these guys are essentially redistributing the knowledge to other guys behind them, and it's a constant set of waves. And this is what we call the democratization of innovation. The entry barrier to innovate in lots of spaces is a lot lower, but also the knowledge in terms of what works and what doesn't work is being shared a lot more. Okay, so a lot of us that are working in industries, traditional industries, this is where the disruption is coming from. We joke very often when we're in with companies that the disruption is very unlikely to come from those boardrooms. It's more likely to come from the bus stop outside the door. Okay, and it's this the democratization of innovation. Another point I referred to earlier is even when organizations do have the creativity bit, they do have maybe the tools, they do have the process, very often it still doesn't work because of the messiness of what happens in organizations. Lots of different stakeholders, lots of different views, lots of different values. I suppose lots of reasons for innovation not to work, and that's one of the biggest challenges in organizations is this messiness of their own organization, where as a result we're seeing a lot more companies trying to innovate outside of the mothership, using different models. We've seen things like skunkworks, we've seen acquisition as a tool for innovation. Hopefully I'm not going too quickly. I'm conscious I'm belting through it here, but if I am, just tell me to slow down. Another massive issue, I think, is when we go into organizations, is the way the organizations frame the problem. Okay? Very often, individuals frame it where they literally hard-code a solution into the problem statement, in which case there's only one solution. Okay? An example, I think, and it's probably a well-cited example, is where if we focus on the problem being a bridge, we then focus on building a better bridge. However, if we'd asked ourselves, what is the problem we're trying to solve, which is maybe to commute to a neighbouring town on the other side of the river, all of a sudden, even that reframing means that we now see lots of different possibilities in terms of how to innovate. It might be an airplane, it might be a boat, it might be a submarine, it might be swimming togs, it might be something else. Okay, so very simple approaches to actually reframing the way we think about problems can have a massive impact on what we see and we don't see. Okay, and another one, probably a bit of people would say I'm known for it, but it's asking the hard questions early. I think a lot of us have got into this creativity mindset where we think we should be deferring judgment, and unfortunately we defer judgment longer, which means we're carrying more and more ideas. The more ideas we carry, I suppose the less bandwidth we have to give to any one idea. From our background, including, I suppose, in terms of running innovation centres, the earlier you can kill ideas, the better. The earlier you can kill ideas, the more resources you can give to the better ideas. Right? And that's a very important aspect that sometimes we're too soft in terms of judging ideas. It's absolutely fundamental to giving the right attention to the right ideas. Again, some of these images you might be wondering where they're coming from, and I have to remind myself why did I put that image there, but we refer to it as this black swan approach to innovation. Again, lots of us when we're innovating, lots of us when we're prototyping, keep on doing the things we know we're comfortable doing. We do the things we know we can do, we do the things we know we can do well, and yet we leave the most likely points of failure to very late in the project, where there's very little chance of recovery. Okay, innovation should be in the complete opposite. Up front, you identify the most likely points of failure, and they're the ones you go after first. You allow them, if it comes to break the project, in which case you move on to something else, or you pivot, as we say. Okay, but it's this idea that innovation should really be about chasing the black swans rather than the white swans. You don't prove that all swans are white, because you just keep on looking for more and more swans, but it's very easy to disprove the theory by finding one black swan. And I think innovation is the same. We go after the equivalent of the black swans. Prototyping, doing is absolutely vital. Very often there's insights that you cannot get at through thinking alone. Okay? The very a process of building something, showing something to someone generates insights. those insights can be built back into the process. In some cases, we've one project in particular I'm just thinking of is where we've very limited access to stakeholders, and very often what we'll do in those cases is build a very evocative prototype, knowing that it's wrong. You might be saying, well, why would you do that? Because it's a very effective way of getting the feedback in terms of why is it wrong and what would make it better. So in some cases, prototyping isn't about building towards a solution, it's about building towards an understanding of the problem. And it's using this idea of evocative prototyping. Prototyping as well isn't just about technical feasibility. Can we build something? Prototyping, I think it's very much undervalued in terms of actually showing whether something is desirable, but also, is it viable? Is there actually a business model here? I think one of the previous presenters in this room spoke about the business model canvas. We can actually prototype business models. A lot of us think of prototypes as physical things, maybe small miniature versions of a product, yet essentially something as simple as a piece of paper with a drawing of a business model or anything else is a form of prototyping that can be very, very effective. So I suppose just very quickly, I can see someone waving me at the back room there. We'd spend a lot of time, I suppose, focusing on the thinking part, and even more so, there's a lot of people talking about design thinking now. We would say actually the most important part of design thinking isn't the thinking, it's the doing part. Actually getting out there, actually doing it, getting your feedback early. Okay, lots of different processes. I suppose we'd focus a lot on a very sort of iterative, very much a flowing process where we move from problem focus to solution focus. We go through various stages. Each stage is maybe possible solution, but the most important thing when you're implementing any process, any design thinking process from our experience, isn't that you're necessarily following the process, but it's the way you think in following it is probably the most critical thing. And that's it. Okay.